How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Is It a Buy, where we talk about stocks and try to determine if they are worth a buy or maybe a pass. My name is Corey. I just like to preface the video by saying I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy who likes to talk about stocks, so please take what I say with a grain of salt, all right? Let's get into the video today, guys. A lot going on today, right? A whole lot going on. Let's take a look and see here. Let's take a look at AMC. And it's Friday. Oh my goodness. So much going on. Let's talk about it. So let's add to the chat real quick, see what's going on, and then we'll get into our favorite stocks. Johnson, what's up, Captain Cash? What is up, my friend? Fuzzy says Ayo. Damon says, guys, SNL Dogecoin tomorrow. Gonna buy some Doge at midnight and hope it explodes tomorrow. Very, very possible. Ginger bought some AMC shares today. Glad I did. Yeah, definitely, right? And we can put those up on the 1 day and see what happens. So hopefully you bought it early, right? Early in the morning, and you're already up a little bit, huh? Dang, CT has Doge at 38 cents now, at 72 cents. Not a lot, but yeah, most of the money is in AMC. Same. Let's see. Raphael, I'm not freaking leaving. Damon says about 10 shares today, probably going to keep Doge for the weekend and maybe rebuy AMC. Depends on when 002 is enacted. Alfred says, I'm in Long Beach, California to see the plane carrying the banner. Oh, AMC, no way. That's pretty cool. Yeah, Alfred, you have to take some pictures or video or something. That'd be so cool. So we will get to Doge. Believe that, Lewis. Don't worry about it, my friend. We are going there very quickly. So let's take a quick peek at AMC. AMC up 5.67 on the day. And so in the after hours, down 1.05%. And so really not too bad considering the news about NC 002 being delayed. We'll talk about that in just a moment, but I did want to talk about this. And something I did see here, switching stocks in and out of AMC, it might work for you, but man, that is very, very risky. And so as long as you're okay with managing that risk and you're okay with missing, buying in, you don't know when it's going to run, right? So if you have to buy in, maybe you have to buy in at $14, and even if you bought it at $14, if you think it's going to go to 100, 1,000, or 10,000, then I guess it really wouldn't matter, right? But I would much rather buy as many shares as I can, as cheap as I can, because if this thing starts running and you missed it, well, now you have to buy in much, much, much higher. And then what if there's a dip or something, So definitely things to be weary of. And this is exactly why I was a little bit scared about NC002, about those dates, right? Because people see that you can get out, you can get back in, or they think they can get out and in, and maybe they will be able to, right? But realistically, you never know what's going to happen. You never know which way it's going to go. So definitely just manage your risk there is what I'll say. Oh, Ginger bought right at opening on 2 different apps. Very, very nice. And let's go GameStop. GameStop up 0.06% on the day, so basically completely sideways, except for this little run all the way up to 167. And then let's see, and the after hours down 0.56%. So really staying strong above 160, huh? It's been there, just chilling, and just not going anywhere. But that's cool. No worries. Let's take a look at good old Doge. Doge fell from 73 cents. It was at 73 cents. Really not, or when was this? It was at 72 cents. Let's look at the 1 day. Wait, is this the 1 day? 5.7. Yeah, here's the 1 day. It went all the way up to 73 cents today. Like, I can't believe it. It's up 20% on the day. And it's continuing to run. Insane. Oh, damn, and good point, right? AMC will not run on the weekend. So, and while Doge would. So I see your thought process there. Bitcoin is kind of consolidating, right? It's been up and down. Let's look at the 1 day. And so, yeah, exactly. It's been in this one spot. It's kind of stagnant, which is fine, right? Let's look at the 1 month, see what it looks like. Yeah, kind of like, had a little bit of a high, pretty much a low, and then kind of consolidating. It fills the gap. And actually, this is a good thing that for technical for like technicals, right? So usually whenever you have this kind of gap right here, it'll fill in. So right now it doesn't quite look like it filled in all, not all the gap quite as much just yet, but you see it usually goes up, and then if it gaps down like that, it'll fill in the gap. And so I wouldn't be surprised if it filled this gap, but I also wouldn't be surprised if it dropped and filled this gap right here. And so, you know, obviously not always, it's more of a science than an art, but I mean art than a science, but it can go either way. Let me take a sip of water. CT says Doge is fun and stuff, but AMC is where I'm at. Got another 5 calls for January 2022. All $5 strikes. Dang, brings me to 82 now. 82 options. Holy smokes. 18 more to go. Only Ken Dog says hello from Northern Ireland. Oh my goodness, crazy. Bought 300 Doge at 39 cents, hoping it runs a little bit more. Nice. Josh says, can you get Trey on for an interview? Josh, do you want to ask him some questions? You need a shot of Kraken. Oh my gosh. Doge hit 75 cents on Robinhood. Yeah, it might have. Let's see what it hit here. And these are the 1 minute candles. I don't know how it says that that high, but we're gonna see. WebTorp says, hey Corey, is your favorite band TLC? Because I hear waterfalls. Actually, it's funny. I did order a thing, like a wind thing, so that it blocks it, and hopefully that'll help with all of this. Webull says only AMC. Love it. Somebody is knocking on my door. I don't know who it is. Oh, they're spam. Okay. Solicitors. So let's go ahead and continue here. What was I saying? I don't remember what I was saying, but let's go ahead and continue. Hey, does anyone know about re-voting for AMC? So if it should be the same as last time, right? What should happen is they should send you an email. You click it, or this is what happened last time, right? They send you an email, you click the email, maybe you press a code or something, you log in, and then that's it. You should be able to take care of it that way. Should be very easy, and I'll cover whenever it's time to vote and everything. Whenever I get my email and kind of go over it again. I don't know if I'll make a whole new video, but I'll cover it in the live stream at the very, very least. Oh, from around 3:30 or 4 p.m. Doge hit 75 cents. Wild. If ever there was a candidate for Ritalin, it's Trey. Guy's at 1,000 miles per hour all the time. That guy's hyped up. It's the cops. Oh gosh, pizza delivery. I know. You know what? Citadel. Left Robinhood, never been happier, guys. It is not too late. I don't think it's too late to leave Robinhood, okay? It's all happened so fast. Actually, I do have a video coming out about leaving Robinhood. Is it too late? And how to leave Robinhood. It's actually so dang easy. Did I check my camera from your phone? Yeah, I have a, the Ring doorbells. And so I was able to check the front door and just see what was going on. Excellent. Citadel police coming to take my shares. They'll never get my shares. Hey, what's up, Diamond? Diamond backhand. Oh, something else I wanted to look at was coin, because oh my gosh, am I down on coin? I got in at 381 and I'm just down. And this is one that it hurts to hold, but I think it'll be good in the long run. It's just got to take a second, but definitely not so much fun. I would average down, but man, if I had enough money to put it in coin to average down, I would just buy more AMC shares. So Yeah. So that's what I say. What else was I looking at over here? Let's take a look at the tops for the day, and then we'll get into some of the other stocks, like, and we'll get into some of the other topics I wanted to go over for the day. Let me make sure that I didn't miss anything here. Only took 2 days to transfer out of Robinhood. You know, like, dang. I started my transfer with 880 shares yesterday to Webull. So easy, and Ape can do it. Nice. I love it. We were looking at the top. So just look at the top for the 1 day and see who did well. Anybody I recognize? Funko. All right, Funko's up. Let's see if who the losers are for the 1 day. Shake Shack. I didn't know they were publicly traded. Okay, and that is that. So, oops, I do want to talk about this one right here, because I don't know if this is. I wasn't able to find the official documentation for this one. This is just one person's post, and it says, oh yeah, okay, I guess it looks pretty official, huh? So it's, oh yeah, and here's the link. Okay, well, it says the commission is extending the 45-day time period for commission action on the proposed rule change. The commission finds that it is appropriate to designate a longer period within which to take action on the proposed rule change, so that it has sufficient time to consider and take action on the proposed rule change. Accordingly, pursuant blah 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 of the act, and for reasons stated above, the commission designates June 21st, 2021, which is apparently Trade's birthday, as the date by which the commission shall either approve, disapprove, or institute proceedings to determine whether to disapprove the proposed rule change. And that's that. So we are holding. Josh, what would you like to talk about, my friend? What would you like to talk about? Oh, cool. Fred Scott, thank you so much for following on Facebook. We have a Facebook person watching right now. It's pretty legit. Okay, L, thank you so much. Yes, 10.1k subscribers. Just crazy. Like, wow. I do have a video coming out tonight that is, or I think it's going to be tonight, about just a little thank you for 10k subscribers. It's crazy. Wild. Excuse me. AS says, after the squeeze, I'll have a lot of Tesla and index funds. Yeah, and you know, that's I'm glad you have a plan. I'm glad you have a plan. Oh yeah, so I guess someone said, is there a fee? Does it cost $75 a transfer? Yeah, so it really depends on the but yeah, so your new brokerage will typically cover it. And I think it might depend on how much you're transferring, but yeah, here's the deal. Everyone wants you. They know that people are leaving Robinhood, and they all want those little micro transactions from your trades. And so everyone is like, they're like, I'll pay it. Just please come. Even I think it was Webull had a promo where I think you get, if you have over $25,000 or whatever, $25,000 in like assets in your account, then I think you get like, well, it's over now, but they were offering like 25 free stocks, something like that. It was crazy. Hey, it's like 200 in here. 200 of us in here. What the heck? Let's see. Did you know GameStop's exclusive banana cats? Maybe if I'm going reselling for $100, $150, that's crazy. I'm not sure if Webull will pay for the transfer, but some people, are offering to pay for it. So, maybe something to look into. And so we had this. Now, here's the thing about this one, though, about 002 being delayed to June 21st is, man, guys, like, I think that these guys pushing it out of, they're just delaying, right? And we've been talking about this. They're kicking the can down the road. They're just delaying it. And this isn't the hedge funds, but even then, for the hedge funds, these guys the hedge funds not covering and these rules allowing them to take longer to cover. I really think that they're just kicking the can down the road, and eventually what's going to happen is they're going to be more apes during this time. Think about how many more shares people are going to be able to buy within a full month, and basically almost a month and a half, and just going to be buying more shares. And I think I saw something in here, right? They said I think it's this one. Yeah. So do they really want to cover at $30 million floor? Because this is exactly how they get it. Every time they kick the can down the road, we've only gotten more knowledgeable, more invested, and more committed. This person says we've already won. Apes can do this all day, all year. I was happy with 10 million per share, but now I'm going to hold even longer out of spite. And yeah, I mean, a lot of people are just like, get more bullish as things go down the road, which is just so crazy to think about, right? Like, it's wild. It's just so wild, everything that's going on. I did want to try to pull this up, SEC.gov. I want to see if I can find this thing. So it's SEC.gov comments. Oh, I should have done NSCC. Whoops. 2021 002. And okay, here's 002. Perfect. So this is exactly what I wanted to find here for the, whoops. Oh, okay, comments. Okay, well, I'll have to figure this out so I can access it. Hey, genius. Okay, perfect. So I did want to find this because I think this is important. As you guys know, I like to do my updates. I think it's important for people to know what's going on, get the updates, see what's going on, and it's going to be good. Webull gave me a free transfer and 2 months of level 2s. Yeah. A lot of people, guys, they're just giving you stuff. It's insane. Diamond says I'm buying at least 1 to 200 more shares. Jeez. I just had to drop a bunch of money on my truck today too. I'm so mad. This is why. And remember, guys, I know I say I'm super invested in, I'm like capped out in what I want to invest, but you guys have to make sure you guys have money. Like today I needed to fix my AC in my truck, right? Cost a couple $100, and it was like, as much as I did not want to spend it, it's like Texas, summer's coming, and yikes. So I did keep a little bit of cash on hand just in case something like this happened, right? And so just be careful how far you guys are going into it. Just to make sure you can take care of yourself, make sure you can get groceries, yada yada yada, and a small, even if it's a small emergency fund or something, I don't know, like, I guess not advice, but just make sure you're okay, you're covered. WebTorp says we will get paid. It doesn't even matter how long. It will happen when it needs. Yes. And again, this is yet another opportunity for people to switch brokerages, if you haven't already, out of Robinhood. I mean, here's the deal. Even with me, as you guys know, I love Robinhood. I hate what they did. And it's not even about hating, what take out everything about Robinhood, right? What they did, yada, yada, yada. What if they do it again? You know what I mean? Like, what if they and then you can't even participate in the squeeze, and now you're stuck, and now you can't, and who knows what they'll do, right? Maybe they'll liquidate you, maybe they won't let you buy or sell or whatever. Who knows what they'll do? But yes, they're big trouble. They're big trouble. And for me, it wasn't even worth it. Like, it's not even worth it. Like, I thought about, like, man, maybe I'll stay in Robinhood, but you know what? I'm like, dang, what are they going to do this time? What if I get liquidated early and I'm done? So who knows? So just things to think about, guys. CT says it can still go live before 621. Oh, right. Thank you, CT. So it can still go live before 621. This is 002. But that is the latest date, right? So good point. And usually it seems like they do everything on the latest date. I don't know if anything's gone live early, but good point. Neil Tendo says, I'm going to get fit, take a break from Reddit, and buy more GME shares. See you all in June. Nintendo, great thinking, my friend. Let's see. Strap just bought 2 shares of GME, sold Doge because, let's face it, it's going to crash soon. And so the interesting theory, I mean, people do think it's a bubble, and I could see it being a bubble. I'm not going to lie. Like, I could see it popping, and I feel like it would still stay relatively strong though, right? Even if it popped, I don't think it would pop further than, it would probably still stay above, I don't know, 20 cents for sure. You know what I mean? Like, even if it popped, you know, maybe even 30 cents, I think it would still be very, very, very valuable because of the momentum towards it, and everybody's holding it, right? Nobody's really letting it go. And so, you know, and this is just a theory, of course. I no one knows what's going to happen, but just little theories. Think about this with outliers here. Let's see. AS says, think about this with outliers and numbers here. So say 3.2 million shareholder number. If the top 1% of shareholders, so 32,000, have 14,000 shares on average apiece, that's 8 million shares right there. Okay, interesting math. I actually found some interesting numbers, and I'm going to see if I can make a video of this, because if what I found, well, I didn't find, if what I'm reading was true, if it was accurate, then there may be, like, for GameStop, this is, remember, GameStop only has like less than 80 shares or less than 80 million shares in the float, right? Like, that should be traded. And so I think it's like 71 or something, as a matter of fact. And if what I read is accurate, then there's like literally more than 2 or 3 times the float being traded, just being traded there, times the float that is out there in counterfeit shares, which means, and if that's true, that means that 30 million of shares, it might actually be possible, which I don't even know. Lewis, I'm not too sure of that answer, my friend. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't want to pretend like I know everything about the beta correlation with the S&P. People are, and so I'll read this question out loud, just in case anyone can help. Lewis says, since GameStop has a negative beta correlation with the S&P 500, or S&P, 500, wouldn't it make sense that the stock market crashing is what would send GME to the moon? So I'm not too sure about how all of that works with the beta correlation to the S&P, but from what Austin A. Tobit was saying, was something along the lines of the economy is being held up by these like bonds, and in order for them to continue to pay the bonds, they have to keep printing money. And if the hedge funds like ooh, what was it? It was something in there around the hedge funds. Like if they're gonna have to pay for GameStop and the squeeze and all this stuff, they're gonna get liquidated and they can't afford to keep pumping these like bonds or whatever or something like that, then yes, there could be an actual crash of the entire market. But at the flip side of it, GameStop and AMC, like these stocks, they would run, but everything else would kind of crash. Yikes, you know what I mean? Let's see. Josh says, Corey, can you tell us about how you got in the stock market? Actually, I do have my 10 million. I got AMC stock prices on the brain. I do have my video coming out probably today or tomorrow on my story about, you know, stock market and stuff like that. Yeah. And so I covered all there, but no spoilers. But I've talked about it a few times, my friend. Andre says, I'm holding almost 5,000 shares. Jeez. William, buy shares equals a truck with AC. I know. Trust me. I have shares in AMC and GameStop, and I'm hoping to buy several trucks with AC. No. Maybe a Tesla. I hope I get rich enough. I would like a Tesla. I think I would like a Tesla. I'm not too sure yet. Actually, in an effort, I did want to talk about something with you guys. If you guys know any companies, I'm looking for companies that I can invest in after the squeeze. I need companies. I'm very big into electric vehicles right now. I'm very big into like charging stations, parking lots, stuff like that for electric vehicles. Okay. And I think it could be pretty dang cool. I think it'd be very cool. Raphael says, honestly, I changed brokers because of all my favorite YouTubers were getting bots saying to stay in Robinhood, and I love Robinhood. Yes, and everybody knows that I love the freaking platform of Robinhood. You know, I looked back at it. I had it like still installed, and I looked back at it, and you know what? It was a great entry platform, but after being in Webull and seeing some of these and having everything that we have here, like even things like candles and the different views and stuff. I know you could change the views there, but it's just not the same. It's just so different now. It's different to use. So I guess it's whatever you're used to. I still like the ease of the platform and everything, but realistically, I'm happy I made the switch. I am happy I made the switch. And so the only thing is, as great as Fidelity is, I just don't like their interface. So I don't like changing brokerages, but I would not mind switching to a brokerage that I just don't know if I trust Webull that much. You know what I mean? Like I do trust them. I think they're, you know, I have a lot of respect for the CEO, what he did and everything. It's just that, am I willing to put everything on Webull? And my answer right now is no. If they can prove to me that after the squeeze, they don't halt trading, they don't do this, they don't do that. If they can prove to me that they're good, then I probably might move everything all the way to Webull. But right now I'm going to stay in Fidelity because they passed the test of January. And so we need these guys. They almost passed January's test, but not quite, right? They did halt trading. And they weren't the only ones, obviously, but I don't know. Tricky stuff. Corey, does it take a long time to switch brokerages? No, from my understanding, no, it doesn't take a long time. It takes about 48 hours for it to transfer. Even whenever you transfer with Fidelity, they say a maximum of 5 business days. And I'm not too worried about 5 business days. I think that's okay. Yep, during the gearing, they admitted I guess this is during the squeeze. They admitted that they took the margin call off the table before the market even opened. Yeah, here's the deal. That whole January situation with Robinhood just didn't really work out. Brandon Tucker says the Matrix right now. LOL. Hello from Florida. Wow, Florida. How says my stream is scary. You give me a chill, How. Oh gosh. Thank you, Diamond. And I love this stuff, right? This is why I like talking to you guys, because you guys like say, hey, well, people said this, people said that. You're right. People said that Bitcoin was a bubble in the 2010s. So great point. I think whenever we say a bubble for Doge, I think we're more talking about maybe a short-term bubble. Just because it's been running, right? I mean, you can look at this and you know, maybe I hope I'm wrong, because I know a lot of you are in it and I want everyone to make money. But realistically, if you look at this, you know, just continue to run and run and run, it would be due for some kind of, I mean, I guess it's been retracing a little bit, right? Pretty strong retracements for it to continue to run. So it retraces and it runs and it retraced and it ran. So maybe it won't pop. I feel like it has gone up a little too quickly personally, but what do I know? It could drop, or maybe it'll run, maybe it'll hit $1 by tomorrow. Well done as always, dude. Hey, thank you, FOMO. I'm so mad. 002 was delayed. Yes. The world economy is a bubble. Hey. I will ride Doge until SNL. Yeah. Brandon, yeah, that's what people are saying, right? And this is what we just saw right here. So I got the 30 million a share just from this one right here, just because and I have a DD coming out well, I didn't write the DD. I don't want to take any credit for it all. I have a DD that I'm looking into. I want to try the numbers, make sure the numbers make sense, see how tinfoil hat it is. If it makes a little bit of sense, then maybe I will present it, because it's a very interesting case that makes a lot of sense if it makes sense the way I think it makes sense. So I'll just kind of leave you with that teaser, but we'll see what happens, right? Let me tell you. At this point, if what I'm looking into is real, is true, then anything is like actually possible. It's just scary. Chris says, was looking at the charts, missed AMC's run last night, but saw GME's run today. It looks like it's getting harder for them to hold it down. Yeah, I mean, you know, the only thing is they have so much money, you know what I mean? It's hard for the apes right now because the apes are capped out. Bought some more, no more money left, somehow bought a few more, and literally, like, I feel like people's paychecks, each paycheck is just going back into AMC and GameStop, just going back into the stocks, just because, you know, you don't know what that share is going to go to. If, you know, one additional share at $10 a pop, if one additional share is going to go to $100,000, $1 million, $10,000, whatever it might go to, then you know what? I'm sure people do want to buy more, right? People do want to hold it. People do want to keep on buying more and adding more, because you don't know what this $10 is going to be worth. It's like if you bought a Pokemon card or something, right? Or you bought a Dogecoin, you know, you don't know what's going to happen with this one. It could continue to run. Either way, I think it's going to go up be above $10 in a few months, regardless. But it's crazy. Right. So this is a good point, right? How says, so my call in June might expire now. I need to roll it forward. Right. And so that's the thing, right? That's why we have to be careful with our call options, right? Everybody. And we saw this. Let's take a look right here. I think it's, which June is it? Well, was there one in May? No. Let's look at the June ones. I think it was the last June one. June 20, no. AMC options calls June 11th. Which one? What? Where'd it go? There it is. 84,000 contracts, almost 85,000 contracts at the $40 strike price for June 18th. Okay. Now, I think I have some of these as well. Maybe one or two. Wasn't very expensive. Look, 19 bucks for like a crazy amount of upside. Now, whoops. So it is what it is. All these people are in here. They have really been betting on it, but you have to be super careful. You have to see, like, you just have to see what options are risky. They can pay a whole lot. This one would have paid a whole lot to a whole bunch of people, but they push it out, and now you're that it is what it is. So even the May the 4th meeting, right? May the 4th be with you, pushed out, and so everyone was anticipating that date. They set that date. They bought the options as close as possible, but you know, you never know what's going to happen. My majority of my options are in September. Even then, if this goes sideways or south, then you know what, this is not going to do so well for me. I do have a $40 and I think I have a 20 something dollar. You know, and this is who knows which way this is going to go for me. And at this point, you know, I feel like if I were to buy another option, it would be a December one, just because I do like to play it outside of the money. I'd rather pay this extra premium, I don't care how much it is, than lose my money, than lose out. And so that's just kind of the way I feel. Personally, I'll probably get the December calls if I feel like I want to play more calls. Right now, I have over 70 contracts with AMC, and so I'm all contracted out unless I feel good about something. And the reason I like all these contracts is just because of the way you can leverage your money. Yeah, it's risky, but you know what? If I can leverage my money and get all the way over here, like, geez, you know? Let's see. What else do we have going on? Boy says, did you see the banner flying over the Hollywood sign? Pics all over Twitter. No, I haven't seen that yet. Somebody was talking about it over here, though. Someone who's in the chat. They went there to look at it, and so that's crazy. Hey, what is up to Marky? Louis Aquilina says, I don't really understand why 002 has been delayed. Surely the DTCC want to wipe their hands from this. You know, that's a good point. Louis, that's an excellent point, right? And you know, it's not necessarily always in their hands. There are procedures. There are ways things have to go. It's a procedure. And so who knows why this was delayed? This could have been people could have objected to it. People could have this, that. Maybe they just pushed it out because it was all happening too fast. Maybe this, maybe that. Who knows? Okay. And so it's so hard to speculate on what it is. But I do agree with you wholeheartedly. The DTCC, I think they want to be done with everything going on. I think they're done with it. They're in the congressional hearings and stuff. Like, people are looking at them. Everyone is hating on them for not doing their job to begin with, and now we're in the situation, and now they're deciding they want to do their job. Whenever the rule, they've known that the rule, like, which is the one they patched? I think it was 801. NSCC 801 was the one where was it 801? One of these, I think it was 801, where there was a loophole and they had to fix the loophole because they recognized that people did not have to disclose their positions or whatever it is. And now they finally fixed the loophole. Finally. It's like, it's messed up. I saw someone say they own almost 60,000 shares of AMC. That's like I don't know if that's true. They might have added an extra zero on accident just because, I mean, unless they're a whale, because that's like institutional type ownership. Profit is profit no matter how much Doge you have. I'm with you. I'm with you. What's the chance we squeeze before 802 gets approved? Well, remember how 802 is approved. Or 801. 801 is approved. So you're looking for, are you actually looking for 802? Whoa, what is this? NSCC 006. Oh my gosh. I'm going to be busy tonight. I'm going to be busy tonight. Gosh. All right. Well, there we go. Let's look at 802. So you said 802. So 802 looks like it has been approved. And then I think you're saying, I think you mean 002. 002. Hold on a second. People, I don't know why people messing around. Oh, it's UPS. Thank you, UPS. I appreciate you guys. So, what's the chance we can squeeze before 802 gets approved? So, realistically, I think we're waiting on a catalyst. But I think that they can probably hide their shares, blah, blah, blah. I don't know what they can do. Realistically, we probably need 002 to really help with the pressure, because while it can squeeze, right, realistically it would probably just continue to be some kind of gamma squeeze. It wouldn't really be the short squeeze, I think, until, I mean, I suppose it could start to, but unless they actually start getting margin called and force liquidated, I think they're going to just hold and pay the additional fees. They don't want it to squeeze. They need it to be forced to squeeze, and I think that's what we're waiting for. Lily, what is up? Hey, bro. EDR UFC new company. Oh, crazy. Let's see, EDR. The only thing is there are so many. Well, let's see what these guys do. The company owns and operates sports properties, including the UFC. They own the UFC? All right. Produce and distribute. 1 second. Man, I am popular. Let's see. Well, UFC stuff. That's all I really need to see. And holy smokes, you know, I don't think they probably have any. Oh, they do have some. So profit looks like 1.67 billion, 1.89 billion. So, and these numbers, unfortunately, I can't see the additional profits for 2019 and 2020 yet. Not sure why it hasn't been updated, but I'm sure that's coming very, very soon. Something I did notice though is you can look at the revenue, right? So the revenue going up. So 300 or 3 billion. 3.6 billion, 4.5 billion, and then back down in 2020, which I can understand, down to, but still staying strong at 3.48 billion. And so really not too bad. Institutional ownership, oh, can't see anything yet. No analysts. News is too hard to look at right now. But IPOs are so dang scary for me. I do like, you know, I can appreciate IPO, but you never really know which way it's going to run, right? It could start going up and maybe this will continue to run. But I mean, take a look here. Like this, it looks like it IPO'd at, you know, what is this, 25 bucks or something? So 25 bucks ran all the way to 28, all the way back down to, what is this? 24. Oh no, down to 23, 25, and then it started to run, right? And so realistically, it really isn't looking too bad. And so it looks like it did, have a retracement, might retrace again after it runs up, but this could be a good stock. I really don't know too much about it, obviously, just seeing it for the first time. But UFC is not doing too bad for themselves, and professional bull riders, I don't know how popular that is, but it looks like they're doing the most. There's a bunch of different stuff in here that could be very good, cool stuff. Lewis says Coriolis is online as Tesla's almost killing people with the self-drive feature and hitting gates. Yeah, here's the deal. I don't know what's going to happen with the self-drive. I've heard there's just been good things mostly, right? Like self-driving, yada, yada, yada. And you see the videos on YouTube of it, avoiding accidents and all this stuff. And now there seems to be a surge of accidents and it not being safe, and how it's not actually that good because it still has to learn. It's a learning system. So realistically though, theoretically, as time goes on, it continues to learn, like AI. It continues to learn how to drive better, how to spot things and stuff like that. And it should just continue to get better. So obviously it's in a newer stage, and actually I didn't think about that. I really don't want to be a statistic in a Tesla. So, but realistically, I mean, what are the percentages, right? What's the percentage of people who've gotten in accidents versus avoided accidents, or not been in an accident? You know what I mean? Because of the avoidance or whatever it would be. So there's always going to be good with the bad, but interesting stuff. And believe it or not, that might be a bull case for microvision, right? If people are seeing that Tesla, if even their system has its own flaws, then maybe people will be able to, maybe they'll say, oh, you know what, maybe Tesla isn't the greatest. Let me check out the LiDAR and see what the benefits of that are. And if you can, all you need is one company to buy in and say, you know what, I want to be the LiDAR with microvision, buying out, blah, blah, blah. You're good. Fuzzy G says, do you invest in any crypto? I have a plan after the squeeze that involves my crypto investment for long term. Fuzzy, currently I do not have any crypto. I was in Bitcoin for a little bit. I think it ran up like 10%, and I took it out, put it in AMC or whatever. So currently not in any crypto. Well, it's because I was trying to make a crazy play, and I decided I wasn't going to make the play. I was going to try to convert my Bitcoin into another one that you can't really trade. But it was pretty risky though, and I didn't want to risk it. So I just put all that money back into AMC. But I do plan, don't get me wrong, I do 100% plan on putting a decent amount, a good sizable a part of my squeeze money into crypto. Absolutely 100%. That's going to be part of my diversification, because I think crypto I think it's here to stay. Realistically, the question is can you pick the right crypto? Are you going to pick the right crypto? Stuff like that. But I do like it. $26 million is the public float for GameStop? What? I think this one says the float, doesn't it? I thought one of these, which one says the float? Market beat. Oh gosh. What section is it under? Short interest. Is there? Oh, right here. Okay, short interest. Well, what is the float size? Float. Oh, what did I say? 55 million. What did you say? 26 million. Public float. Does it say it in Webull by chance? If I were to go over here. Oops. And more. This would be a lot more helpful if it does. Free float. Yeah, it says 56 million. DeMarquis says, put a list on Discord of stocks to talk about. So I suppose we could have different rooms for different stocks. I kind of like the thought of like industries though, or something. I'm not too sure about that. I have to figure out exactly how I want to organize the Discord. I don't think I have enough people in the Discord to really be that crazy, you know, to talk about like enough stuff. And then I need to build that infrastructure of like mods and stuff. I don't know. I have to figure it out. So, okay, this is a very, very fair, very, very good question. It says, so which brokerage is the safest? Because Trey had problems with Fidelity. So, okay, so remember the story with Trey is he had a one-to-one margin account, and the stock AMC dropped, and they liquidated him just basically instantly, allegedly, right? Whenever it hit. Oh my gosh, who's trying to buy these? Look at this. You guys see this order right here waiting to be placed? And so allegedly he was liquidated. And, you know, I say allegedly just because, you know, I believe him. But, you know, the reason why he was liquidated was kind of unclear. And so I wonder if he did not have any kind of margin account, if he would have been liquidated still or not. But I don't know. That's a good point, right? So realistically, I don't have any margin enabled on my Fidelity account. I'm not going to. Even on Robinhood, they say as long as you're not trading on margin, they can't even liquidate you. So, yeah. Chris, what's your take on the Raphael move to TD? So I haven't read the 006 rule just yet, Chris. I had no idea that released. I'm gonna, as soon as my stream is over, I'm gonna go make a video on it and figure it out. So yes, I'll let you know tonight as soon as I do the research, read it. Hopefully someone on Reddit already did the DD and I can just kind of give them credit. But if not, I'm more than fine. As you guys know, I read it and then I break it down and yada yada, and I have no problem doing that to continue to do that. No problem at all. Just does take a little longer though. Damon says, Corey, I think I have a secret superpower. Every time I buy a stock or crypto, it goes down. Yes. And so, yes. That goes back to my my kind of chasing stock. You have to think about it, right? When do you jump into, like, and I've been kind of watching it, right? You jump into a stock like crypto, you jump into Dogecoin whenever it's running. I don't know when you bought in, right? But you bought in while it was running, and then, you know, naturally it's going to retrace. So, and this is why most retail investors lose money, right? Because what happens is, you know, nobody wants to buy in whenever it's like flat or down, right? Nobody wants to buy in. Now we know buy the dip, right? But a lot of people don't want to buy in whenever the stock is dropping. Whenever it's dropping, you know, free falling, people don't want to buy in. They want to buy in whenever they're like, oh my gosh, if I would have bought whenever it was dropping, because what they'll do is they'll buy in, maybe buy the dip, and then it'll continue to drop. They'll sell out, then it'll run, and then they'll buy it whenever, you know, let's say it's running right here, or let's find another one. They'll buy it whenever it's running right here, right? And they'll wait because they want to buy in. Then they'll buy it all the way up here because it's like, oh my gosh, look at this big run. It's going to keep on running. But no, it's going to retrace, you know. And so they buy it up here, and then it retraces, and then they sell down here, and then it's running up, like, okay, this is now my chance, and then it retraces again. So, you know, this is why most retail investors lose money. So we just have to be super careful about, like, moving around in the stocks. This is why Warren Buffett says, buy and hold. That's how you make money. Patience is how you make money. Switching back and forth is a scary way you can lose a lot of money that way. And we've seen a lot of people lose a lot of money that way. That's why people do not advise retail investors to trade. They think they don't know how to trade, but it's just that people are impatient. You know what I mean? People don't. It looks good when it's running. Whenever it's up 25% on the day, and this is why I don't chase. Right? As much as I want to chase, I can't chase it because. And in this particular case, I was wrong, right? You know, we can see, you know, I might have been right for, let's say I chased it up here. I might have been right for a day, but in the long term, I was wrong. And so, you know, and I'm not, and I guess my point to this is I'm not perfect, you know, but we just have to have a strategy and stick to your strategy. And if your strategy doesn't work, maybe adopt somebody else's strategy. And so I've tried chasing and I've gotten burned more times than I haven't. And it's not my strategy. CT says, so for Dogecoin, so it's gonna, and here we go. CT says it will retrace next week once the hype of Elon Musk's SNL thing is gone down. Right, fair enough. And for all we know, well, I don't know if he's gonna, I'm sure he's gonna say something about Dogecoin, and so it might run up a little bit, but you know, maybe it'll be like a Microvision situation where this was the hype, right? And now that he's on, or you know, maybe even tonight it'll just like start to fall and continue falling. I mean, who really knows, right? But it could be anything. KM, I will be talking about the I will be talking about the rule. I gotta make my video. KM is new. Oh my gosh. Diamondback has 11 call options at $40. Yikes. I have some too, so I really can't say anything. Not 1818 got some. I wonder if that's supposed to say something. Has some for January 2022. Yeah, I have some. Most of mine are for January 2022. What a big dog. What's up, James? Dang, Raphael got some call options 5 at 20 for 2023. Bullish. Austin says, question, why didn't Adam Aaron of AMC sell 15.5 million shares last week? He said they have cash to last until 2022. Why sell at this price if you think it can go higher? Strange he sold those off. Now, I'm not really sure why he sold those off. I really don't have an answer. Maybe that was their, I don't know the time frame. Maybe that was part of their plan to go through 2022 to sell those, and then that reached them to the goal of 2022. But I'm really not 100% sure. I'm not really sure why he would have done that. Either way, and you know, I'm glad he did that a little bit, right? Just because, you know, obviously, I think we ate up those shares, right? And we can see how much that's the volume in a day, right? And you know, those shares are already eaten up. And what I like about that is, even though that happened, the stock is still like strong at $9, right? It didn't dip to $6, $7, not even $8, right? It stayed strong. And I'm glad that people can see, look, he can release some shares and it still stays strong. People bought it up, they ate it up. And yeah, so that's what I like. Please check Mara's stock. Trey said it would run next week. Right, and so it really could run next week. I mean, who knows? Some people buy, well, that's going to be your call to make if you want to get in on options or if you want to buy the stock and hold it. I think here's the deal. I think in the long term, it is going to be a good stock, especially because if we look at the 3-month, right, it just came off a crazy retracement. And so we'll see. Maybe it'll have a double bottom here, you know, George W. Bottom here. Maybe this will be a bottom and it'll run up. So it really depends. But this is pretty harsh retracement, right? Just came all the way back down over 100% essentially. And I like the stock long term. But as far as next week goes, you just got to be careful with next week. It could, for all I know, it's going to go up to $40-50 next week. But, you know, things to think about. Man, 006 might pass Monday. Gosh, I'm gonna have to take a look. What is 006? Got a link. Chris, I don't have anything just yet. I mean, we have the link right here, right? We can see it here on the rule filings right here. You can go to dtcc.com/legal/sec-rule-filings and find it here. I'm going to make a video on it tonight, like as soon as my stream is over. So yeah, I have to make 2 videos. I'm going to make one about 002 being delayed as well as 006. So lot to do. Yeah, Brandon, I'm going to look into the 30 million a share, and I don't know. And here's the deal. This is more of a, I suppose it's theoretically possible. My DD, I don't think is going to equate to 30 million a share. I don't think I'm going to be doing the actual math for it more so than the float. But remember, theoretically, I don't know. I just feel like it's just going to run so much if they're over the float, which I think they are over the float, right? Like that means if every single ape held, it would just continue. It would just run because it's just a mess. It's an absolute mess of what's going on. But these stocks can go wherever you want them to go, and that is it almost doesn't seem right. It seems like fake or something just because it's so like bullish. Seems like I feel like a crazy person whenever I say it out loud, which is why I look like this all the time. Take a look at DRYS. Do you think this is possible with AMC? So what is this? So I think this is NASDAQ 819. I don't know what happened here, or what do I need to be looking at? Let's look at I'm not sure what you're seeing with this stock, but this stock looks like it hasn't traded since 2020. Or maybe even before then. Yeah, the stock hasn't traded since 2020, it looks like. This stock is delisted right here, 11.8. So, no. Let's see. Sorry guys, I'm getting caught up with the chat, finding where I was. Jeez. Okay, House says, let's say everybody plays by the rules and we buy up all the shares of a company and we do not sell. Does the price stay still or what's going to happen? So the price is still going to run, right? And there has to be a buyer and a seller, right? So people are going to sell, but this is good because the more people that are holding and not selling it is going to theoretically it would drive the price up, right? Because people, if there's a lot of people, these guys are going to have to buy the stock, and if the apes don't sell, then they need to meet us at our price range and they need to come up to our price range so we agree to sell. And so that's what we see. And this is what we talk about when we say a buy wall or a sell wall, right? There's these walls that we need to go through, and that determines if the stock is going to go up or down. And think of it that way. Bruno says, do you use the trendline strategy? What do you think is the best strategy? You know, I'm not sure what the best strategy. I have a few strategies that I like, but I also like, I trade a little bit differently, right? Like, I'm not really a swing trader. I'm more of a long time trader. I mean, I'd rather hold a stock, find a good stock, hold the stock, and it goes up. Like if I try to time everything, then you don't know which way it's going to go, especially if you try to buy something while it's ripping, right? Like you could have a stock that's running up, and so it'll run up, and then yeah, you buy it, you know, here or down here, whatever you buy it at. It's like, okay, it retraced, it's probably going to continue to run. Now let's say you buy it, it runs all the way up to 171, and you know, are you going to pull profits or are you going to hold it? And are you going to hold it all the way from, you know, let's say $100 to 171, and then it dips. I'm just going to hold it. And then it goes down to $80, and now I'm like holding still. And so that's why I get a little weary with these kinds of stocks like this, just because, you know, you don't know which way it's going to go. Now, realistically, and this is a head and shoulders pattern right here, shoulder, head, shoulder. So this could be a little bit of a bearish stock, or, you know, maybe it'll find a bottom here. It looks like it had a pretty good bounce, and could have found a bottom here, level of support, and we'll see if it continues to bounce or consolidate, and then it could run. But I like stocks like this, right? After it's already dropped, it's at a bit of a discount, and you know, I think it's going to run. But I have to believe in the stock and the industry, what's going on. There's a few different things that I look at. Indicators are great too, and if you're looking at indicators here, you can see the RSI. So it's kind of contradicting, right? You can see the RSI is oversold. And so it's dipped below here. So if you were looking only at the RSI, you say, okay, maybe this is a good buy. But even then, you'd probably want to wait for the RSI to hook back up over the 30. This way, you know, you hopefully have found a bottom. But it doesn't always work out that way, right? Because we can see here, it went under right here, and then it hooked back over, and then look, it continued to drop. Obviously, it went up a little bit, but then it went back to dropping. And so... and if you look at this, so maybe you think this is a good buy here, but look at the 15-day MA just moved under the 200 EMA. So now this is in bearish territory theoretically, and it hooked pretty harshly, right? It's going down pretty strong. So this does not look like a good buy indicator. You know what? Oh, okay, I have the volume right here. And so those are different ways to just kind of read the charts and look at them and decide what you want. I do like, I will say, I do like looking at my RSI. I like thinking about what's going on with the stock. Is there going to be some kind of news catalyst? Am I waiting for something? There's a bunch of different things that I put into it at the same time. Pulse, what is up? Pulse, I think I figured it out. I think I fixed the stream. Hopefully it runs much better for you today. Let me know. Pulse, I think you mean 006, my friend. New DTCC rule 006. Or NSCC, I suppose, right? And so I'm gonna cover that tonight in my after the stream. Guys, I'm so far behind the chat. Yes, thank you, Diamond, for letting people know. I just want to make sure everybody gets heard, guys. Like, you know, you guys are taking the time to watch the stream. I appreciate it, and I'm gonna take the time to answer you guys. You know, I don't want anybody to be left out. I'm catching up, though. I'm catching up. 006. No, I don't believe 006 is in effect just yet. We are waiting for approval right here. How? I don't know if you're trolling me, my friend. Ooh, Diamond. The other Diamond. The new Diamond. That got timed out. Non-mod. Oh, the video of my stream is fuzzy? Oh, man. Is the stream looking weird to you guys now? No, you guys have me freaking questioning myself. A plethora of blades says, I don't know, man. I feel like the reason we dropped the last 7 days or so is because of Adam Aaron selling the millions of shares. Just speculation. I wish they'd held the shares until it start coming down. Hopefully they won't release any more new shares. And this is kind of a good thing, right? Because, well, I don't know when they released it, but let's look at the chart, right? Adam Aaron, his whole spiel has been, oh, every time I release the shares, the stock goes up every single time. And so he takes credit for this run. Essentially, he takes credit for a lot of these things, which is here's the deal. I'm a fanboy for Adam Aaron, but that's one thing that I probably would not agree with from him. And man, look at this consolidation period. Jeez, just kind of within these lines. And so I'm not sure if I agree with him, but you know, realistically, I forgot what I was answering. Which question? So yeah, I mean, here's the deal. We dropped the last 7 days or so, but let's look at the 1 month. Why is it taking so long to load? Okay, what days are these? Sure, we've been going down, but realistically, look at the support. Like, we're continuing to support on this like $9 price right here. So I feel okay with it. I'm really not too upset about it. The stream is just pixelated the whole time right now. It's like there's no 1080p option. It's not HD. Oh my gosh. We'll figure this out, guys. We'll figure it out. I delayed. I think GME is published from now on. Hey, what is up, Mo? A little and water. Oh my gosh. The pixelation. Oh my gosh, is this blurry? Whoa. Oh, it's not so bad. All right. Okay, it's not too bad. I took a look. I can hear a little bubbling. The bubbling is going to be fixed. I don't know what the bubbling is, but I did order a mic thing that goes over it, or like a wind filter. So hopefully that'll help. 1080p, but I hear some water action going. I don't know where people hear water. That is the craziest thing to me. James says, my hope is that Doge goes to the moon and stays at the moon, but highly doubt that will happen since there would be so many tiers. Right. Nothing is running. There's no water. It's all good to go. We're good to go. Okay, so let's see what else we have going on here. Oh boy, so much to cover. So much to cover. So much going on. Super stonk. Okay, so there's this. There's that. 002. I'm gonna have to write down everything I need to cover. Let me write down some of these videos I need to make right now, right? So I need 002 update. I need 006. I need DD about float. I need, wasn't there one more thing I needed? I feel good about that. Yeah. Let me take a sip of water. Kimberly says, good evening. I hope you all had a good day. Absolutely. Okay, perfect. So I got a lot of the good stuff here. Excellent. I have, let me see what else I have. Got this, got that, got that. Webull's looking good. Excellent. Okay, so what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to, I think I'm gonna, oh gosh. Okay, anybody have any more questions? I want to give you guys 10 more minutes, but I do want to make the video for you guys on 006. So let me ask you this. Would you rather me wrap up now or 10 more minutes? This way I can make you guys these videos. I got to make you guys 2 videos tonight. Let's see. The guy asking if AMC could do the same thing as Dries, because Dries is a short squeeze from years ago. He wanted to know if AMC would have a similar scenario. You know, I was looking at Dries, but realistically, unfortunately, I was not able to see. Oh, okay. All the way back here. Here's the deal. This is what GameStop basically did, right? But they halted it. So, I mean, in my opinion, absolutely. I think this is totally possible. In my personal opinion, with AMC, GameStop, you know, GameStop was trading at $3. You know what I mean? Like, it was trading at $3 just like AMC was, and then it squoze. You know, it just happened a little earlier. It's been a lot more action, a lot more stuff. They were more heavily shorted, right? Way more shares in the float allegedly, and that's what we're seeing. But I do think that this is completely possible. Yes. Oh wait, this is the wrong. Is it drip? DRYS. Well, this one ran up like this, but I don't know if it's a DRY. S. Let's see what this one did. I can't see anything that happened with this stock, unfortunately, but you can use that other one and apply it. Diamond, I was over here waiting for your question, highly anticipated. I don't know who my favorite little rascal is. I like the guy say, I got a pickle, hey. Joe, I have no idea, my friend. That is $1 million question. Let's see. Someone else had a Ed, I don't think I saw the that was my fault. Converging. I wrote the wrong ticker, but still it kind of worked because there was a big run up in that stock, but coincidental. Ed, unfortunately I'm not aware of the dark pool situation that happened yesterday, unfortunately. I apologize, my friend. I can only do so much DD, so much research, and I guess I missed that one. Deborah, what is up with the NSCC? So 002 has been delayed. 006 has just been introduced. So I'm actually about to end the stream in just a second and talk about what the heck happened. Talk about what's been going on. Where's my stuff? Okay, we're here. It's absolutely going to be working on that in just a second. So excellent. Okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and start getting wrapped up. I'm going to get these videos set up for tonight quickly because, man, the other night I tried to upload those videos and it took so dang long. It was just like, and it wasn't even, the upload was fine and everything, but for them to be approved took forever through YouTube. So annoying. But yes, so okay, I will talk to you guys very, very soon. You guys have a great night. I guess I'll see you guys in a little bit. So night, and we'll catch you soon. All right.